Hey, Gary here with you, day 78 AI blogging. We are jumping right into ChatGPT to pick up where we left off yesterday. We had created this outline here for the astronomy quiz, frequently asked questions about space. Of course, check out yesterday, day 77, to see how we got here. But in this video, I'm just going to walk you through the actual blog creation progress or process and show you the progress that we made and how we were able to do it. And of course, I started off with this prompt like I do all the time, using a hypnotic Nickelodeon style at a 5th grade reading level. Write the introduction and be sure to include all the content analysis, topics Google likes and posts, and grab the reader attention and entice them to keep reading. Of course, this content analysis, topics that Google likes and posts, came from RankIQ. Check that out in yesterday's video. That will be in the cards as well as a link in the description. But to get back to this, it wrote the introduction, and then we just keep trucking along here. It writes the second section, and I simply just tell it now, do the next section by including the title of the next section. Then you can see here what it's doing. It's just giving me a question and an answer, and it's sort of building out this quiz format of frequently asked questions. So then we go through, now write section 3, doing the exact same thing. And now write section 4, still doing the exact same thing. Section 5, continuing on with section 6. Then it moves on to section 7. Then I simply just have it write the conclusion to finish things off. It's going to write the reference and further reading. And then here's where it gets interesting. And I'm going to walk you through that and show you the edits that we've made inside of the blog post inside of Grooveblog. Here it is, the title, Astronomy Quiz, frequently asked questions or frequently asked space questions. We have put all this in, all the sections that it wrote with all the questions. ChatGPT nailed the conclusion, wrapped it up well, and then we put in references and further reading. And then here's where I talked about, again, yesterday, I was saying, look, instead of just linking out to external sites for further reading, how about we link to posts that we've done? And here you can see I did astronomy basics and cosmology basics, and then further reading. These are going to be links out to affiliate offers for books for further reading instead of linking out to external websites. Why not? Because we are affiliate marketers. Why not link out to Amazon and these books that people could read that are interested in more about astronomy, cosmology, and the whole concept of space and universe unriddled, figuring out the questions that they want to get answers for around this topic. One thing that we have to do here, unlike what we can do in Koala, where we can just enter our Amazon ID and it will make these our affiliate links, we have to click on each one of these, head over to Amazon, then we'll use the Amazon Associate Site Stripe. Make sure our tracking ID here is for Universe Unriddled. Go ahead and get the link, and then we will simply just copy that link. Go back to Grooveblog, make sure we're on the right one. This was the astrophysics book, and then we will update that link, make it open in a new tab. Now we've added that. And of course, we'll do that for each book where we'll go and we'll grab that text or use the text link. Simply grab that link, update that link by pasting it in here and saving it. Then we have one last one to do here. Go ahead and get that link, copy that back over to Grooveblog. And again, just update that link. And it really is just that simple. To update that, we'll go ahead and save that draft. Now let's go back to these links for astronomy basics and cosmology basics and how I came up with those. Because here inside of the reference section when it wrote it, these links that it came up with all go to 404 pages. ChatGPT made these links up for universeunriddled.com. Now, here's something interesting. It made these up, but these are actually good topics, and it would be a good idea, actually, I think, to just go ahead and follow up with these links, not create these links, but create these blog posts and then add these questions that it had about astronomy basics and cosmology basics. But for now, what I've done is I went ahead and to go back is I tried to let it find real links. And you can see here it came up with real links, so it was able to do it using WebPilot. But it came up with best spotting scope, best red flashlight, best laser pointer, best gifts. Now the waxing and waning phases, a comprehensive guide to moon's changing face. That was pretty good, but I decided for now I'll just go with the A to Z to astronomy and the A to Z of cosmology. But then when I got to looking at the post and thinking, it didn't actually ever mention anything about cosmology basics in the post. but I have linked out to the A and Z of cosmology terms for further reading. So I went ahead and said, okay, let's step back and add a section in this blog post astronomy quiz, frequently asked questions or frequently asked space questions about cosmology and how it is connected and how it is important to understanding astronomy. It started and it came up with this title, and I was like, okay, well, let's stop that because you're not asking questions. So let me redo that and be sure to give it more information to be more specific and make it a quiz just like the other sections with lists of questions and answers in the same format. Then it came up with cosmology, the key to understanding astronomy quiz, came up with a little introduction. It did list the questions here. We're not going to use that. We're just going to go straight into the question and answer format. And then you can see also down here, it cut off the conclusion to this section and it started recreating the post again. So I had to stop it, and I did tell it I had to stop you as you were stuck in a loop. Please finish this thought. Of course, this thought being right here in quotes where it cut it off. If you were to scroll up here when it started to repeat itself, it actually cut off the conclusion of that blog post section. So I went ahead and just stopped it and corrected it, and it gave me that section. So now what we're going to do to complete this is we are just going to copy this. I was going to hit copy, but that's going to copy all this as well. But yeah, that'll work. I'll just go ahead and copy it. That way it keeps the formatting. I'll scroll back up here and I'll copy that using the clipboard. I will go to Groove Blog, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this section in right here about cosmology between conclusion and the last section that we had that was specifically about Q&A or facts about space focused on astronomy. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to paste this in. Then we're going to have to clean this up. Of course, that's where I cut it off and stopped it. Just scroll up here, and here's where it cut off there. So we'll cut that off, and then I'll add in a carriage return, and I'll go back to ChatGPT, scroll down to where I had it write that conclusion or finish its thought, go back to Groove Blog, and this is where that needs to go. So we'll paste that in. And then at that point, all we're doing is cleaning this up by getting rid of this list of questions, as well as this answers and explanations. We don't need that. We'll go ahead and we will do a few quick edits here, make this an H2. And I don't like this part here where it does a hyphen quiz. And then what we did here is we'll try to make sure we get the formatting the same that we did for every one. We put every single one of these on a single line. So to introduce each section, we just did single line, and then to wrap it up, we went ahead and down at the bottom, put in single line as well. So I'll do that while I'm here and thinking about it before I start editing these other sections where it used the markup. So we go ahead and we have that on single line. And of course, if and when Groove Blog starts understanding markup, I won't have to do this part where I have to go in and manually bold it. When I paste it in, it'll just understand that these two asterisks here mean to bold it, just like you see it inside of ChatGPT here where it's bolded. This is in markup. And eventually, hopefully, this will be smart enough, meaning the Groove Blog interface. We'll get that update that they said they were going to do, and we'll get that. And I think we had some outstanding issues that we needed to get back from Groove support, but I think just like they did last time, they're busy working on the updates. And after their initial support answer of, yeah, we're working on it, they just don't get back to me until the fix is actually done because they're obviously busy with other support questions. So here we go. I'll finish these up. And once we finish number 10, you can see now that we have a new section, Cosmology, the key to understanding astronomy. I think I got an extra space there. So, or an extra carriage return, an extra line. So now we have those, and I believe, yes, I added a carriage return after each one of those. So now we got that formatting all set. And we're good to go. We have our conclusion, and then we wrap it up with references, and then the references and further reading around cosmology basics and the link out to the A to Z of cosmology. It helps, in my opinion, that we've added this section about cosmology and how cosmology works with astronomy to get a better understanding. The next thing we need is an excerpt. So we'll go back to ChatGPT and we will go to our handy dandy response manager and we will click SEO excerpt. Prompt our input to have it write that SEO excerpt. Man, that's a tough word. Excerpt, because it sounds like expert, but it's excerpt. Anyway, it's not as hard as astronomical, I guess. We'll go ahead and we'll copy that to the clipboard and we'll go back to Groove Blog. We'll go here and we will paste that into the section that it needs to be pasted into without having to say the word. And we have our featured image. We have tagged this space fun facts, astronomy basics, as well as cosmology basics. And we'll go ahead and hit publish. And with that, now we published, came up with that unique spin for that keyword. The next thing we need to do is go into RankIQ and finish where we started by getting our grades so we can put all that over in our blog post tracker for the rest of these keywords as we finish out headed towards 100 posts and 100 days. So here we are inside of RankIQ. You can see our SEO content briefs right here. These are the reports that we ran. For astronomy quotes, we ran the report. Now we need to click optimize. Of course, if you click on report, it takes you to the report for the keyword phrase and then the content analysis that we used, and also the title down here where we did our title grade, or this is actually astronomy quotes. We'll go back and we will get astronomy questions. We'll click on the report for astronomy questions because astronomy quotes is going to be another one I'm going to be adding soon. Here we will scroll down and you will see that it did save our title right here. This is where it graded our title, A+, perfect, 48 characters. So what we want to do now is go into Content Optimizer and grade our entire post to see what kind of grade we got based upon the topics or the keywords that they've said we need to use to rank #1 very fast for this keyword. So what we'll do is just go back to Grooveblog and just select everything and copy that. Go back to RankIQ and paste that in. And that didn't copy everything. Why did that not copy everything? We'll go back and we will copy that again. Then we'll select all here. Then we will Control V. And now you can see we pasted in our entire blog post. We have an A++ grade, 3,967 words. We've been over a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. We do have some unused words over here. And we could push the limits and get those in there, but I think because we have an A++, we're good. And the fact that we added the cosmology after we looked at the post as a whole, and the fact when we got down there for that internal link, we linked to the A and Z of cosmology, but we're really focused on the keyword of astronomy. But I wanted to be able to have the reader understand that cosmology is part of the things that we write about, and it's important to understand the questions that he just read because of the way they connect together. So I added that. ChatGPT didn't, but remember, ChatGPT and the AI is just our assistant, and as an assistant it does a pretty good job. If you're having fun and you think the AI did okay, give it a thumbs up, as well as this video. Got any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye.